Number 5, Metroid Prime. I'm not very good at first person shooters. I'm just not very good at strafing while shooting and no dying. That's why I've avoided Metroid Prime all these years. I was worried that I'd be let down after years of people saying it's an incredible game because I just couldn't get through the first level without killing myself. Luckily, curiosity got the better of me. Metroid Prime is godly. It fixes the two things I've never liked about first person shooters. The first thing is the controls. To any twin stick veteran, Metroid Prime will seem like trying to steer a car with just your elbows, but for me, being able to lock onto enemies takes the pain out of strafing from side to side. It makes the game feel more like Zelda, which suits me perfectly. The other thing it fixes is level design. I realise now that the reason I've never got into FPSs is because a lot of them are just shooting galleries, straight lines full of set pieces that are exciting for the first time you play them and dull every time after that. Metroid Prime is old school. You get plonked into this massive, intricate, brilliantly realised world and you need to learn it. Every room has passages and secrets and puzzles that need solved. They all fit together like a maze that seems daunting at first, but you slowly begin to learn. Enemies aren't just cannon fodder for you to plough through, but gameplay devices in their own right. You can't just spam away at them with your cannon, you have to really think, what do I have on me? What can I use? Metroid Prime has opened my eyes to a genre that I wrote off for years, and it's one of the most important games that I've played in 2013.
Number 4, Super Metroid. Anyone that's ever spoken to me before knows that I have a Super Metroid story. My Super Metroid story is that as a wee boy, my dad came home with a big special edition Super Metroid box, and a big red box with a guide and everything like that, and I played it for 5 minutes. And I was so scared by the music I could never bring myself to play it. Until, of course, I got a Wii U. This is my chance to reclaim that lost opportunity. There's so much going on, there's so much atmosphere and tension. That kind of atmosphere you don't bloody get in games right now, especially not in games that look like Super Metroid. It's a game that's just begging to be played and explored and enjoyed. Number 3, Kirby's Adventure. I'm going to come straight with you guys, because you deserve some straight shooting for the old Scott White here. Why did I buy it? Because I had some extra money left over and I was looking for a cheap game. Is it one of the best games I've ever played? Yes, it is. It's amazing. It's a NES game. It's a late NES game. That's why it looks better than a lot of the other NES games that are about at the time. I was sitting playing and thinking, oh, I know Kirby does this and that. I bet you can do this. Yes, you bloody can. You can do it in this bloody game. It just makes you think. Nintendo they've not just been doing Mario. Nintendo's been knocking fucking beasts like this out of the park for years. And ignorant pricks like me pretend they don't even exist. Hang me now.
Number 2, well, you already know that Link Between Worlds is our favourite handheld game of the year. You probably know that the Zelda series is my favourite of all time. Caught up in the hype before A Link Between Worlds, I decided to fill in as many gaps as I could in the series and play the games that I'd missed over the years. I played Minish Cap and Link's Awakening, but the big one, the one that matters most to me and many people around the world, is our number 2 game, A Link to the Past. Yep, I'd never played this game properly before, and I'm so glad that I have now. I see now why people hold it up there with Ocarina of Time. I see how grand an adventure it is, how magical the world is, how devious and satisfying the puzzles are. I can see, playing Link to the Past, how bloated and unnecessary so much about modern games is. Here's a game that tells an epic but touching story with nothing but simple lines of text. It takes less than 2 minutes before you're in your first dungeon, sword and shield in hand, already witnessing fallen family members, and a kingdom on the brink of domination. Link's quest might seem familiar after years of getting used to the Zelda formula, but this game is definitely one of the trickiest in the series, and that just made me appreciate it even more. When I got to the end of the game, I felt like I'd done something important with my life. I imagine how different my life would have been if this, and not Ocarina of Time, had been my first Zelda. I can see why people love it, because I love it too, just like I love every other Zelda game. Well, apart from this one.
I'm so hungry, I could eat an Octorok!
Number 1, Super Mario World.
One of us has played this game before, but this was my first time playing Super Mario World from start to finish this year, and oh my god, it was so good.
Do you finally understand who I've been talking about it for so long?
Yeah. For the longest time I've been a Sonic fan, but being able to play this again on the Virtual Console getting all the secrets, going through all the levels, just learning the whole game off by heart. It's such a fantastic experience. It really has. It's got some of the best level design of any game I've ever played.
When you play a Mario game, you learn down to the tiniest millimetre how far Mario can jump. They know that you've learnt every wee tiny trick to get a higher jump at a Mario, a longer jump, and then they mess with you. They give you levels where you've got to make that jump.
The amount of times I killed Yoshi to get through to the end of a level or whatever was just, I felt so bad. But
that's the brilliant thing about it. That's Nintendo are constantly thinking, right, what's a different way to play it?
Yeah.
And they know there's some jumps you can only make by sacrificing Yoshi, and that's just beautiful. And it goes on to the newer Nintendo games as well. You can see that throwaway ideas in levels. Like there's an idea in a level, you'll never see that again.
yeah.
And you just think, God, we get to play these games.
So yep, the best old game that I played was Super Mario World.
No diggity. No doubt.